The other day I had a conversation with a barista, and I walked up to the place where you order your stuff, and I had this little low-carb brownie I brought up with me there. And I said to her, "I'd like to order this brownie product, please." And she looked at me kind of funny and giggled a little bit. What happened? A little persuasion is what happened. I, of course, am Joshua Lisec. This is Daily Persuasion. I am the New York Times bestselling author and co-author, ghostwriter of now 98 nonfiction books. I'm also a certified hypnotist. Through my unique talent stack and experiences, I teach you how to influence the VIPs of your life and your career, and sometimes just the everyday people in your routine. So there's this cutie behind the counter. She's going about her routine, and I go up and I've got my little product, my item, my food item, and I say, "I'd like to order this." And she kind of laughs and giggles a little bit because that's generally not something you say. She made no comment on my order. I ask her how her day is going. And I say, "Oh, that's really cool." We'll start talking about customers, just chit chat in 10, 15, 20 seconds or so. And then I start to mention, how customers come in. Well, you can cast micro spells on customers and on people in your life. Did you know that? Now, micro spell is a new word. That's interesting, isn't it? And she goes, "Really? Really? How's that?" And I say, "Well, insert words where they don't usually belong. Like microspell." I didn't say that, by the way, but that, of course, was the implicit example, the unspoken example. And I said, "For example, what did I say when I came up here?" "Yeah, you called it a brownie product. I haven't heard that before." Exactly. So it's a way of leading someone to being more suggestible to your influence, isn't it? So if you just put the word product behind it or the word item, you break someone out of their routine and their day-to-day, and they go, wait, what? And they've got their attention. And now you can influence, you could lead them a little bit better now that you've got them. And I said, "For example, what happened?" I said, you work in coffee. What would happen the next time you were ordering a coffee somewhere? You said, "Yeah, put a pump of white chocolate in the Frappuccino product, please." They would go, What? And you've broken them out of the routine. You now have their conscious attention. Same way when I asked her if she'd like to learn a microspell. Microspell? Yeah. You could do the same. Insert words like this where they don't usually belong and make people think. I like to use the word item as well. I could have said, "I'd like to purchase this brownie item, please." Or, "I'd like to purchase a snack item or a food item." That's generally not what you hear people say. So inserting of words that sort of make sense, but they're unusual, is how you cast a microspell and make someone suggestible to your influence immediately without changing anything else. And that's daily persuasion.